Hi guys, how's it going? My name's TheLuckyTuck and I'm playing some Black Ops Domination, in case you didn't read the title. Anyway, I'm using the AK-74 and I thought I'd talk a little bit about the AK-74 today. Mostly because, one, I was using it and I just got thinking, like, is this gun really overpowered? In my opinion, I don't feel like the gun is overpowered at all. I feel like, honestly, it is very balanced. All the guns in this game are very well done, except for the single shot weapons. They take about 2 or 3 shots, which is very ineffective when you're going up against a automatic weapon, and same with sniper rifles for that matter too. Sometimes you get that hit marker, and the few times I've tried sniping, oh my goodness, that's just so annoying to get that hit marker on that person, and then even where somebody to take your kill or that person kills you. It's just it's just terrible. It's annoying. Anyway, so back to the AK-74U. Personally, I feel like it. Yeah, like I said, it's a very balanced gun in my opinion. Because for one, I don't know if I'm just a terrible shot, but at longer ranges, medium to longer ranges, I'm not very good with the AK-74. Like, I'll have to burst shot, and unless the player's just kind of god awful. Usually he'll win, and because it takes a good 3 to 4 shots to take him down at long range with this gun. And also at longer ranges, the AK-74 doesn't seem to shoot through walls, or at least the majority of walls. I mean, obviously it would shoot through a fence or something, but like like if somebody's hiding prone under a window, and I'm, say, halfway across the map, I can't shoot through the wall to kill him. I don't know if that's just like a PC glitch or something. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me, but it just I think like the reason why people think this gun is overpowered only because of how popular it is. I feel like the guns that people think are overpowered aren't really that bad. Honestly, it's just people don't like getting killed, and so they rage, basically, and like, oh, that gun sucks. That gun's overpowered. It needs to be nerfed. When really, I feel like it's not really the gun that makes the player. That makes the player good. It's the player that makes the player good. If you understand what that means, yeah. I like the saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. Except in this case, don't hate the gun, hate the player. Yeah, anyway. I mean, don't hate the... Yeah, I screwed that up. Just never mind. Okay, anyway, moving on. So yeah, I feel like since this is just one of the more popular guns, it will naturally tend to be hated more. I mean, same with the ACR in Modern Warfare 2. I used it a lot. That was my favorite gun. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that gun was very unusually accurate, but the stopping power on it wasn't really that strong, really, to be honest. Like, it sort of evened out, if you ask me. That's the way I kind of think that's how you balance guns, and I feel like Treyarch did it very well in this game. However, in terms of such as sniper rifles and what's the other like burst shot weapons and semi-auto guns, they got very affected by the no stopping power perk, because I myself, whenever I used the sniper rifle, relied heavily on the stopping power perk, only because that would be the only way I could guarantee a one-shot kill. And in this game, that's not always true. I don't know why. I don't know if the gun power has changed. I'm not a stat kind of person, but that's sort of the reason why I think one of the reasons why snipers are pretty bad, and so are a lot of single, like the M14 and the FAL. But the burst shot weapons, like the G11 and M16, I feel like they're about fine. They fire faster than the well, I mean, realistically, the M16 and G11 should take you down in one burst, only because it's shooting 3 bullets at you, and about 3 bullets should kill you with any of these guns in the game. And plus, just realistically, it's really hard to take 3 shots, but this game obviously isn't realistic at all. But and I'm not some sort of like realism junkie. I hate realism games for the most part. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, the burst shot weapons are very well balanced in this game. All the guns are very well done. Kudos Treyarch for that one. I feel like that they did listen to the community very well and tried to fix it as best as they could, although they did go overboard with the sniper rifles. Sniper rifles, as I like to say. Sniper rifles. But what was I saying? I was talking about the AK-74, but then this just turned into sort of guns in general. But yeah, I feel like I said, the players that it's the player that determines whether the gun is quote unquote overpowered or not, in my opinion. Like, I'm just reiterating myself, but if it's like the M16 in COD 4, okay, that it's kind of a bad example, but yeah, okay, let's see here. I'm trying to think of another one. I said the ACR in Modern Warfare 2, the MP5, no, it was the UMP. Although, oh no, the UMP is another terrible example. Overall, though, okay, just flat out, like, bottom line, I personally believe the AK-74 is not overpowered. I just believe that if you put yourself in the right situation, and by that I mean you don't run through the middle of the map in the wide open, you stick to the edges in the closer quarters if you have an SMG, and you will most of the time outperform, like right here, sort of. But that's usually my playstyles. I always sort of stick to the outer edges of the map, stick in the closer areas where there's fewer vantage points, and the few vantage points that I know of, I know where they are, so I will usually know where the enemy will come from, where they will be. Such as right here, for example, this is a major hub point where I know there will be a lot of enemies. And so if I ever have like a mortar strike or napalm, I'll always place it around this area, and I will usually be guaranteed a kill or two, just because that's where a lot of players tend to go. They really like that area for some reason. I myself prefer going underneath that little underpass area, mostly because it's much more confined, and usually there's only about 2 or 3 spots where I know the enemy will come from. And I'm a pretty paranoid person when I play this game. Like, I want to know where the people are. So that's why 2 of my kill streaks are UAV type kill streaks, like the spy plane and the Blackbird. Just because I feel like I perform much better. Well, anybody performs better when you know where the enemy is, but I just prefer to know where my enemy is at all times. That's why I play sort of objective-based games where I usually can know or can guess pretty closely where my enemy will be. Like Team Deathmatch, I'll play it. I find it a little boring just because there can be a lot of camping in it and so forth, but the spawns are changing so rapidly in that game, it just doesn't really sort of fit my playstyle, if I can say that. I mean, I guess you can call me a spawn camper. I try not to spawn camp. I just sort of, that's what I end up doing. I don't really, I know it's a problem. I don't really like doing it. But, I mean, there's nothing, that's just how I play. I mean, I feel comfortable playing that way. And the same thing about, like, being paranoid in this game. That's, like, in my previous video I said, like, that's why I like using Ghost Pro. It is because I don't like people knowing where I am. And so, yeah, I'm all out of time, guys. So, if you like this video, like it, favorite it, etc. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.